So you might have noticed in the Breath of Fire episode that I couldn't really hear when I was playing it back. But if you heard something over kind of deal, it's because it was raining, and it still is raining as of this recording. And I'm trying to keep them up to date, which is not easy to do. Mind you, um, even though the 31st episode of Suikoden is actually a recap episode. I mean, I don't know if I've ever done a recap episode. Like, especially recounting the times that I actually said, or could have said actually more like, this is a no return point, this is a no return point. I mean, I could have said that over and over and over, but I didn't. And it didn't really occur to me at the time. So, anyway, hey there, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals. My name is Brian Barnagachi here. And welcome, folks, as I welcome you all back to another episode, and a brand new one at that, of Final Fantasy IV. And in the last episode, we got up to this point. In this episode, I don't know what we're going to be doing, but it won't be too long, because if I put it too long, a lot of you are going to be wondering why I'm actually doing this so short. Well, I'm trying not to keep it too short, but short enough that I can get them uploaded and kept up. Otherwise, I'll never get this done. It's hard enough to keep this up, and I can only do so many episodes anyway. Then I have to wait for at least one of them to get uploaded, no matter how short it is. It's still a waiting process. I mean, no matter what, even with the other internet, it's still a waiting process. But the difference is that it doesn't take as long. It might take about maybe a few minutes. The longer the video, wouldn't matter. Whereas my internet, as crappy as it is, just for uploads, mind you, you know, I don't know if we'll ever get to the King's Chamber. That's one of the things I'll just tell you right now. But anyway, you know, that's just the way it is. So now we just gotta go leave. So pretty much we've looted this entire place, and we're ready to go. I don't think there's a summon here, but I'm gonna try to get all summons. Safe journey to you. Yeah. So that might look familiar to you, for Final Fantasy. Oh my god! I just realized. I have realized that I introduced this as Final Fantasy IV. Welcome back, folks. On to a brand new episode of Final Fantasy V, not 4. If you want to get to the real title, this is Final Fantasy V. And God, man, I suck at that. Anyway, so you all know what it is. If you don't know by now, it'll be at the video. Despite what I say at the beginning, I just realized that. Oh my god. Don't get used to that because I don't always. It just occurred to me that because of what I just saw, apparently I wasn't paying attention enough to it didn't occur to me this was not Final Fantasy IV. This is rather Final Fantasy V. That's what the game I should have started out with, but oh well, it is what it is. So we're moving on, and you know, I may have addressed it in this episode, but it doesn't really matter. As long as it gets out to that why you might have heard it, because I didn't really address it in that episode. But for now, we're going to go on to, I believe, our next target. And we may be having to do some extra bit of training, but at least we'll have, and I do quote, I think something here. Wait a minute. Whoa. What's this way? Um, I think this is where we need to be at, if I'm not mistaken. It is. So the very first point we want to do is we want to take the dragon over here. The reason being, because we want to check out the town walls. That's what we'll do in the next episode. Until then, actually, no, we'll just keep going. Long live King Loss. He uses the power of the water crystal to help us all. Well, you know, that's a good noble cause and all, but you know. The Tower of Loss is to the north. That's where we get all of our water. The crystal is kept in the Tower of Loss. Wow. Thanks to the crystal, the water here is incredibly pure. Monsters don't come around either. Yep. So what we're going to do here is we are actually going to stop here. What did I think just say now? Magic shop. Okay. It's too fast. I mean, you know, it's kind of obvious. Ooh. We don't have enough to buy all this. But we can buy some summons. Not right now. So we're going to have to go do some grinding. But we're not going to do that till after we get our next set of jobs. For now, let's go do something that's optional. It's actually a place we actually have to go to anyway, but you want to take advantage of it while you can right freaking now. And I'm not even kidding. So, Tower of Balls. You cannot enter without King Gauss's permission. Okay? Just, who do you think you are? Go on, get out of here. So, yeah. It doesn't really matter, but it does matter in the sense that if you don't get that dialogue now, you'll never get it. Even though it's completely optional, because you would never even known that you would have needed his permission to get in there. And anyway, so I recommend that you save now because we're going to be getting some more jobs. And that's what we'll be doing. And then we'll come back and then, because we're going to be doing a bunch of grinding. And then we'll come back and get the magic, I guess. I didn't think we didn't have enough magic. Oh, well. I mean, magic. I mean, gil. No, not magic. Yeah, we don't have enough magic. But anyway, we don't have enough gil. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Until then, later.